the light in my eyes, fight or fight. Look at me, I'm not afraid. Echoes of my strength, I'll never fade. Look at me, I'm not afraid. Echoes of my strength, I'll never fade. Look at me, I'm rising in now. From the ashes I'll shine so bright. I've been knocked down, but I rise again with every scar. I knew design. The world may try to break me, but I stand like a phoenix bird. Look at me, I'm not afraid. Echoes of my strength, I'll never fade. Look at me, I'm soaring in feet. From the ashes I'll never bow. People are drowning with me, drowning inside my mind. Deeper than sea, deeper than God. People are drowning with me, drowning inside my mind. Deeper than sea, deeper than sea. Deeper than I know we'll be alright. I know we'll be alright. Deeper than sea, deeper than I know we'll be alright. I know we'll be
Here I am, I'm lost again. I'm far away from where I began. This is my descent. This is my descent. Here I am. I don't know where I went wrong. I don't know if I am strong enough to get through this storm. This is my descent. This is my descent. So here I am.
let's go, man. We in the building. You know what time it is, man. Had to play some of them good old new jams, man. So you already know the vibes. You are now tuning in to another episode of the MK Podcast, bitch. So get right or get left. What it do, Kane?
You already know what it is, man. We are back here to serve some more game on the ground from Hungry House. Just got the pound and ready for the next round. Hey, real quick, what did you think about the mixing on that song? Because it sounds different from what it did when I was mixing it in the headphones. I want to know what you think.
Square business, son. Square business, son. Good shit, y'all. Y'all always complain about Kane not putting out no music, man. He put out some music, man. That ain't no AI, man. So make sure y'all go tap in and check it out, man. But without further ado, we're going to start off with the FNAF 2 trailer, and we're going to get Kane's reaction to this. So with that being said, let's go.
Welcome back. Are you ready to start the show? Count with me now. 5, 4, 3.
They're out there, Mike.
2.
Where?
1.
Everywhere.
Showtime!
Hell to the nah. So what do you think about that, man? We got to put you on the big screen, son.
They put Balloon Boy in there. That's crazy. I wonder if they're going to make as many movies as there are games. If that's the case, that would be interesting. You know, I wasn't always such a huge fan of Five Nights at Freddy's as a game. Me personally, I think it's better as like a movie series or whatever. But like just hearing the sounds, hearing the the song, whatever, Freddy's little ugly ass laugh, it's got me excited for it again, man. I can't wait. It's gonna be crazy. I'm curious to see what Balloon Boy ugly ass is gonna be doing in there. You're muted, son.
If you shut your bitch ass up. No, man, it's crazy. It's dope that they're doing a sequel. We get to see Josh Hutcherson, man, reprise another role. You know, he's not really like out there and always talking and doing this and that, but he always lands roles that are memorable. I mean, you think about Bridge to Terabithia. You think about Hunger Games. Like, there's so many movies, bro. This dude just, he never ceases to amaze me. And I think he's the perfect role for this movie. So it's going to be good, man. But we better see Markiplier in this movie. Like, we already saw Corey Kinch's ugly ass. There's no reason why we don't see Markiplier. No scheduling, none of that shit, bro. Like, this nigga, he's the reason I got more into FNAF, because his goofy-ass reactions and screaming and shit. What you got to say about that? What do you think about, like, special guests and who we could possibly see? We better see Game Theory's ugly ass again, too.
I forgot that Markiplier was supposed to be in the first one. Dude, imagine if they put, like, who's another one? Was Jacksepticeye in there, too, or no? I don't remember. But I mean, it would be crazy. Imagine if they somehow figured out how to get PewDiePie in there. That would be like big. You know, I know he fell off of YouTube, but still, you know, he's still a known. His name is still known on YouTube, on the internet. So if they somehow managed to get him in there too, oh, dude, it would be crazy. Him, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. All them goofballs who played the game and was screaming at the camera and whatnot, boy, if they got them all in there, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, man. So that's that, and that's it, and that's all, man. You already know we're gonna be at the movies watching that, but we definitely gonna be at the movies this Friday watching Chosen, man. So make sure y'all go check that out, man. Catch me outside. How about that? But another thing, we finna go ahead, man. You know, I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw a little clip about your boy BoonkGang, John Gabbana, man. So we're going to check this out. We're going to see what y'all think about it, man.
Shout out to the homie Boonk.
You fight with God. God is spirit. When we go to God, we're coming to God in spirit. So the fight is your spirit and his spirit. God, I don't like what you're saying. I disagree. I don't know what you're talking about. God, he wants that fight. He's going to win every time. He's not scared of the fight. God, I have doubts. I have fears. I have disagreements. I really don't even believe in what you're talking about. I want to believe, though. That's a fight. That's love. That's a wrestle. He want that fight because every time he's going to prevail. He's going to win you over.
What you think about that?
You know, it's crazy listening to him now compared to how he used to be back then when he was stealing things and whatnot and going viral on the internet. It reminds me a lot of, you know, the Apostle Paul. He was he was persecuting all the Christians, but now he was literally killing Christians because they were following Jesus Christ. And now look, he's out here doing the same thing. You know, spiritually, he was doing the same thing. He was stealing people's things. He was going viral on the internet. And now he's out here. He gave his life to Christ. I think it was like, what, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that. And now he's out here preaching the gospel. And it reminds me a lot about Paul and the way that he talks and the way that he describes things. It reminds me a lot of the Apostle Paul too. So it's crazy, man. You love to see these spiritual journeys that people go on from being a horrible human being to where they're at now. It's just like, man, people can still turn their lives around.
Blessings. We are back with another video. This one's going to be about what to do after backsliding and how to return back to God. This was a highly requested video. If you guys have any requests, just let me know in the comments below. Anyways, let's go. This has happened to me many times in this walk, man. Especially in the beginning stages, you know, the beginning phase of me giving my life to God. So I know what it's like. I know what it feels like and the emotions and things that you go through when you backslide, when you fall short of the glory of God. Let's go. Okay, number one is never be afraid to return. Okay, God is full of grace and mercy. You got to understand if you're backsliding, right, in your backsliding days, or when you fall short, but you still remember God, you still have faith in God, you still have faith in Jesus. You got to understand there's many people who backslide and they don't come back. There's many people who fall short and there's a lot, especially in this last hour, in these last days, there's people who are departing from the faith. So the fact that even though you may be backsliding, even though you may be struggling with a sin, the fact that you're still keeping God first, you're still doing the best you can to please him, even though you may be weak. You know, the Bible says that when you're weak, when you're strong, okay? And all the things that are happening to you, but you still believe that Christ died for your sins. You still believe that, you know, he's your Lord and Savior. And without him, there's nothing, you know, we're nothing, right? So I think that's very important for you to remember. And just because you've fallen short, you know, no one's perfect. You know, yes, the Bible says to be perfect. We should strive for be perfection. It doesn't mean that you should strive to never live in sin, okay? Because the only one who can do that is Christ. But to strive to please him, to fear God and keep his commandments, okay? And that's the number one thing. A lot of people who backslide are like afraid to come back, you know, because they may feel like, oh, God won't forgive me, or maybe God won't be merciful to me. You know, the only thing that the Bible makes it clear is that God doesn't forgive if you blaspheme the Holy Spirit, okay? If you just fallen short from a willful sin because your flesh is weak, God will forgive you, okay? So, and also understand this too, tomorrow is not promised. So I feel like if you're watching this video because of the title, okay, and you're still dabbling, I feel like you should come back to God today, right now, because tomorrow is not promised. You know, so that's number one. Okay. And also the Bible too, there's stories where God forgives people. It always talks about the backslider, how God will heal them of the backsliding. So we just got to come back to him in a humble heart. Okay, so that's number one.
What you think about that?
That's 100% facts. But you know, Bible says that God is a loving God and he's a forgiving God. He's a merciful God as well as a graceful one. So if you ever feel like, you know, you can't come to him and tell him, you know, what you did, the problems that you're dealing with, the temptations that you have, or the ones that you might have given into or whatever, let me tell you something, son. That's Satan putting those doubts into your head, thinking that he's not going to forgive you or he's just going to ignore you or whatever. Don't listen to them. Satan is there to make you think that God won't forgive you or that God doesn't love you anymore. When Jesus Christ said that nothing can take you out of his hands, nothing can separate you from his love except for yourself. Or he didn't say except for yourself, but you can separate yourself from God's love by turning your back on him. But God ain't never going to leave you. You just got to be able. You just have to come back to him. That's a fact.
100% facts, man. And you know, all I can say is
Whatever, then I'm wrong. You got me now. You got me now. Oh, you figured me out. You fucking income fucking poop. You figured me out. You got me red-handed.
Man, for real though. But no matter how much you backsliding and backpedaling, man, God is patient. And everybody else goes through their process. Just understand while you're going through that process, understand that you're gambling. And you ain't gambling with house money, nigga. You gambling with your motherfucking life. So with that being said, man, we're going to react to your boy Kanye, man. He dropping an album tonight called World War III. All I gotta say before we play this is, man, I fuck with Kanye. I don't know the nigga. I have no knowledge of him. But that song you made, begging for your bitch to come back, nigga, you's a hoe. I can't believe that shit. You singing for her to come back like that. Just the whole song you saying, "Come back to me." She left you, bro. You have to stop. Kim left you. This bitch left you. Everybody's leaving you, bro. And if like you being who you is, that's one thing. But stop being a desperate hoe. For real, bro. But anyways, you gotta play this. Let's see what Ye got to say.
It's not true. And then so I'm not
Look
saying
at this
people's
dude,
truth.
bro.
I'm saying
Look at this goddamn dude, man. Hold up. Look at this goddamn dude, man. So with that being said, you about to get a live reaction chat.
and people's feeling now. Because your truth can be told to you, you could be programmed, but your gut is going to have millions of lifetimes of information. So when I go and I tweet, especially now, I'm speaking to people's gut feeling. Like Iggy, not taking sides, but she's going to do everything in her power to make sure Onyx never is next to Kris Jenner. And you know why, and she knows why. That girl came from Australia, then no family in the middle of Miami. Now she's out here in California, and her whole goal as a mom is to keep her son as far away from Kris Jenner as possible. And we all know why. We all know those sex tapes are signed for. We all know those children, just in general, celebrity exploitation. Like when my daughter wants to rap, it's a thing where, damn, you really want to get into this game like this? And it's this balance. I had people around me. I was like, yo, this man, Cardi, is calling my baby mama, rapping about Skims, and then saying he need vocals. She made a supporting slip, needs vocals for the album. And the man was like, well, you know, that will blow her up. I said, this is my daughter, nigga. And see, that's the time when nigga hear me screaming from the other room and be like, why are you screaming?
Wait, who said they would blow her up?
Well, I purposely didn't say the names and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to. Anybody that never spoke out against me publicly, I'm not going to speak out against them publicly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
did I answer that? So it's just God. I'm just channeling. Yeah. I'm just channeling something. So I ain't telling y'all to follow me or do not. Yeah, people not even in a position to follow me. It's like I could change hearts and minds, perception, but at the end of the day, you still got to go work for a white man. You still got to work for a Jewish man that works for a white man. The black dollar has been so decentralized since gentrification and the fall of Black Wall Street that it's next to impossible for a community to get on their feet, get past the drugs, the food. The food's the original drug, the hurting, the fucking 25%, definite, not chance, but definitely being locked up, the abortion rate. Like our position, I don't have the exact answer to the equation of how to get out of where we are, but I'm not going to say we're not in where we are. And this might.
Damn, man, I can't even lie, bro. Kanye, bro, that's one thing about it. He be speaking a lot of facts. But the thing is, bro, like, why talk about the problem if you come up with a solution? It's like, yeah, a call to action is necessary, but where do we go from here? Because you start talking about the problem, then you just start wilding out, man. I can't wait to see that interview with Tate. But what do you think about this shit, bro? You know, you being someone who is Jewish, and constantly it seems like the target, the enemy, the Illuminati is your people. And what do you think about Kanye sitting over here with this shit on? I mean, shout out to Ye. He's doing what he's doing, but it's like a bunch of hot and cold I'm getting.
First of all, I think with him wearing that whole goofy ass outfit, I think he's taking a page out of Charleston's book and just doing something outlandishly crazy for attention and whatnot. Second of all, you know, I've said this before and I'm going to keep on saying it because this is what I believe. I don't think the Illuminati is the Israelite Jews. I think the Illuminati is the Khazarian Jews. The Masons are the Khazarian Jews. The ones who are in leadership positions over there in Israel are the Khazarian Jews. Because I do not think that the real Israelite Jewish bloodline, I don't think that they would be able to do what they're saying, everybody's saying they're doing. Because that's not, you know, God would never tell them. Now, obviously, unless, you know, they turned away from God and whatnot, which they did multiple times, but they always ended up coming back to him anyways. I just don't think that it's them. I think it's the Khazarian Jews. And if y'all don't know who the Khazarian Jews are, go look up Candace Owens. She did a whole episode on it, you know, a few months back. That's what I think, me personally.
Might be some Star Wars shit where it take generation after generation after generation where it'd be North and it'd be this and be that, but it's like you either on this side of it or you on that side. Cardi took the blue pill, but he made his name off of the red pill. The Matrix. The red pill is the niggas like Neo. The blue pill are the agents. So now Cardi is an agent. And you'll see them like, you see on the joint where somebody touches them and then they become the agent?
Yeah.
That's what happened. They come, them Jewish people come, the record people come, they'll say, they literally called Ty Dolla and said, and this is coercion. That's why these niggas gonna be locked up someday. They'll come to you, they said, Ty, you have to denounce Ye publicly, or we're gonna drop your artist, Leon. We're gonna cancel all your tours. So they on some mob shit. So it's die, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They up here threatening niggas, stopping their money. This is real life shit off of a statement, off of me wearing a motherfucking chain, off of me wearing their pain. But they playing, turning up, promoting, and making money off of our pain. But if I wear a piece of their pain, then they're going to threaten to destroy everything moving, everyone around, destroying people's lives. We're going to destroy Leon's life. Leon did that whole scissor album, and now we're going to destroy his life if you don't denounce this man's tweet type shit.
Do you talk to these people like before you send out because I would imagine he would give you a call and say, "Hey, I'm in a tough spot." Like, you know, and again, I think you said something.
I just had to stop it and say, you know, this dude is academics is so happy right now, bro. That nigga is so hyped right now, bro. And, you know, to be honest, shout out to academics for realizing what he did was completely goofy, out of pocket, unforgivable, but he didn't let it defeat him. Like, he's still doing what he's doing. And you got to respect it because the internet acts like they don't like you one day, and then they'll be sitting around like that faggot-ass reactor Knox Hill that just makes videos about Drake every day. Like, dig it, just because you say this and say that and like hundreds of thousands of people agree with you, do you understand there's billions of people on the earth? So like when you motherfuckers think, oh, 1 million people, bro, it's nothing. Y'all are just a bunch of miserable motherfuckers. And look at academics, still living life. If he really was a weirdo, what he said was weird, but if he really was a weirdo, he'd be behind bars. But y'all want to see people fall. I don't give a fuck about academics. The nigga looks like a chipmunk. It's beyond me. I don't give a fuck. Fuck him. But at the end of the day, y'all do. Y'all care about him so much because he don't care about you. It's weird. All you niggas act like hoes because it's not females. The only time females get into it is whenever it's literally him and another female. But it be you niggas worried about what niggas is doing. Y'all niggas is gay. And Kane, would you like to say your soundbite again about your affiliation with gay people?
I do not rock with gay people, son. So don't nobody ever try to put me in that category.
These are your mates.
No, they are not. These are your mates. Anyways, people, it's crazy because y'all want academics to be a weirdo ass dude who messes with kids. Y'all want him to be that so you can call him that and be right. Isn't that crazy? Y'all want another man to play with kids. Y'all are the ones that are weird. Y'all are the ones that need your mental evaluation checked and thrown into an insane asylum for the rest of your lives in a padded cell with no window, no bed mattress, nothing that you could take yourself out with, and just sit in solitary confinement and think about all the events that led to that up to that point in your life and cry.
Important. You're not expecting everybody around you to be dick riders and agree with you, but when they speak out against you, you feel like it's either unnecessary or that's a form of betrayal, right?
Yeah, like Ty put up the tweet before we landed. He said, I got to say something. I said, I'm not racist, but Ye is. We agreed upon that. When I landed, he put up, I don't condone hate speech. You letting these niggas put words in your mouth. I 137x'd his career. Not one, not two, not 20, 137x'd it. And while I'm on a plane, you put up word by word Jewish vernacular. My thing is we can sit and talk it out. I know they on your head, but nigga, you don't got to denounce me, period. And if you do, you talk to me about how we gonna do it. See all these street niggas and this niggas running around with guns, got bodies. They think they boss, so they think I'm a motherfucking Vic or some shit. They think because I give niggas high salaries, nigga, I'm a billionaire, nigga, I don't give a fuck about that shit. See, this is my issue with Jim.
Man, Kanye standing on business, bro. Like, for real. And you niggas, every time you get battle tested, bro, I wouldn't give a fuck what Kanye says. You see, Charleston White has said, bitch, shut your bitch ass up now. Charleston White has said some of the worst shit you could ever hear, and I still stand by him, bro. Because, nigga, loyalty. All you niggas that Kanye put on, nigga, Playboy Cardi's faggot ass. Fucking Ty Dolla $ign, these dumbass black people, monkey ass rap names that he put on. And then all of a sudden, Kanye just crashes out on the internet and y'all denounce him. Y'all are some hoes. And like you said, y'all are controlled opposition, so you better not get out of line or they're going to do you like Diddy. I'm telling you, man, that's why I rock with Kanye. Even Kanye saying free Diddy, he a real nigga for that, simply because all we know is that Diddy beat bitches. We don't know nothing else, and we think he's gay, but nothing else has been proven. So Kanye's standing with him. He's not standing with the narrative. And now all you dick riders are saying free Diddy after y'all was just acting like Diddy was Satan himself. You can't make this shit up.
That's facts,
Yeah,
bro.
right.
They love that. They love that money and that status more than they love loyalty. They're more loyal to the money and status than they are the people who put them on. So if their handlers, hey, we finna do this if you don't, denounce him. If you don't turn your back, we finna do this to you and your money and we're gonna take it away. And you'll be like, okay, get on their knees and say yes, master, while they get whipped with the belt. That's just how it goes, bro. They love the money and the fame and the status more. And it just goes to show you, bro, the industry is full of fake ass people. If you think anybody in the industry is a real one, you are lying, because it's all made up. It's all fake.
So he says he's going to get a jib or a div. I don't know what the fuck the word is, but basically, like, he's going to get a percentage if he introduced me to this crypto nigga, right?
Mhm.
And I know this shit sound like a Tarantino movie. Jim Jones wants me to meet with Mr. Pink to make $2 million off a crypto coin. Next Tarantino film, right? So then I found out before the second meeting that he was going to make this money. So
Did he tell you?
no, he said that he's going to get a percentage. He didn't tell me what it was, and he didn't say he's going to give me a piece of it either. When I found out how much money it was, I was like, you know what? One second. Hello. Okay, send him to room 59 right now. Again. So when
You found out about
when I found out that he was getting the money, I was like, how much money is it? Yeah, I'm gonna take that meeting for you to get the money, but I guess I sit there. What are you gonna like? I wasn't like, oh nigga, you didn't tell me. I'm not gonna. I still took the meeting, and the nigga still got the money, right?
he got paid $2 million.
Yes,
For you taking the meeting.
from me taking the meeting. But watch, and I was a bit. It was the money was a bit behind my back. I didn't really know about it. People be doing shit behind my back. My issue with Jim was we working on clothes. And I said, look, send me a PDF. For anybody who doesn't know, it's like a group of pictures in a folder that you send to the iPhone. You can do like 300 pictures, 10 pictures on it, 10 pages. I said, send me a PDF of all the ideas, all the young niggas you know in New York. Let me see all of this shit right now. Let the king see everything that's happening, right? This man tells me, I don't know how to make a PDF. That was way more disrespectful to me than a nigga figuring out how to get the $2 million. Do you understand why? Because this shit to my face, nigga. You gonna lie to me about a fucking PDF, you faggot ass nigga? After I sat and took the meeting for you, you took the money and I didn't even ask your broke ass for a percentage?
Maybe he didn't know how to do it.
Do you think one of his young niggas knew how to do it?
Yeah, of course.
Do you think that he could have figured it out after the nigga made $2 million?
Definitely.
Next subject.
Definitely.
Damn, bro. He got that nigga $2 million, and this nigga couldn't even make that for him. It's because he don't fuck with you. He got the money, and that's all he wanted, because the minute that them niggas said, hey, man, yay this, all of a sudden you don't know how to do something. But Kanye, what if he would have said, I don't know how to attend a meeting? You wouldn't even have got $1, bro. Look at this whole ass shit, man. Look how these niggas is doing Kanye, bro.
It goes back to what I just said. Everybody in the industry is fake. Nobody is a real one when they're like in the industry, not the underground. I mean, there's a lot of fake ass people in the underground, but like the A-list industry, the B-list industry, they're all fucking fake. Nobody is a real one. That's a fact, because it's all made up.
What is it the real thing with you and Drake? Like I've always been confused. It feels like I can't tell if it's a love-hate thing. I've watched hundreds of hours of you talking about just interviews, and at a point it felt like the energy shifted, and then we just start seeing it everywhere. And I can't tell what is it.
Yeah, it's like family members that you don't fuck with. Like, I appreciate, one thing is Drake is a million times better than Kendrick and a million times more important. You know what I'm saying? What Future has done, Thug, what Drake just culturally is, that shit last year, I couldn't barely sit through that shit. That shit was insane, bro. That shit had Lucian Grange, Universal, Drake lawsuit shit written all over it. This shit, at the end of the day, all this shit I'm saying, Jim Jones, Kendrick, did all these celebrities, the funny thing is we're all in the same boat. But while we're on that boat, we're also fighting amongst each other. And as I get stronger and stronger, I'll get more into a position of being who I really am. But right now, or maybe I get into that position right now, but where I was yesterday, it was like, how the fuck?
That was interesting what he just said. The more that I get stronger and stronger, I get to become closer to the position of where I can be who I really am. That was interesting.
That's facts.
I got like really demonic vibes when he said that.
You said what?
I got really demonic vibes when he said that. I don't know if I'm just tripping, but it kind of felt like once he gets enough power, because I mean he's played around with the Yeezus and stuff like that for quite some time. He's been like, one day he's doing the gospel service, next thing you know he's doing church with Marilyn Manson next to him. I'm not gonna make any conspiracies, but I don't know. Just instinctually after he said that, it just had a demonic undertone.
I wonder if
I'm supposed to lead y'all, and you got these niggas that's running y'all.
I didn't mean to play that. What?
I wonder if what he means is like the stronger he gets, the closer he can get to the position that he wants to be in or be at. I wonder if he means like being able to be on top of the world and free from the Matrix. I don't know.
Yeah, that would make more sense. That was like I said, instinctually. Maybe it means once he gets to the level of like Lelouch Grange, he can expose all these gatekeeping ass niggas, like the ones that knew Diddy was doing shit the entire time, but waited till they didn't like him no more to throw him away. Then he wants to be able to expose those people, but it's going to take a lot more power, because those people, man, they go in flocks, like Kendrick Lamar said.
It wouldn't make sense that that was what he was talking about, and as far as like having power, being able to expose.
Y'all making you fuck with me. So none of y'all niggas can fuck with me or will fuck with me, and you don't. If you fuck with my daughter, then I'm sitting down for that. So, and that's my stance on it. It's like, nigga, I make music better. I push the niggas don't. No one make music that's nowhere near as good as music. Like when I made Moon, it basically ended Frank Ocean's. He ain't have a song since then. You know, sipping some wine, like nigga. Like I knew I heard it. I was like, oh, this nigga's never gonna be able to make another album again. I wanna go to the moon. Any genre of music that anyone has, I make a better version of it. I'm 10 times stronger at music than anyone living. But then in 5 territories, okay, what do I do? Clothing, this, political stance, social media, expression, gravitational pull, momentum creating, all that. So what do we do with that? Why do I go at the celebrities? Because they're in the way. They're making, as J. Cole said, false idols. Nigga, you're the false idol. You can't fuck with me no day. They're the false idols. They want to put people, camouflage the truth, the goal, the true God. And everybody know, all of them know what it is. All of them needs to work for me. Drake need to be my writer. Trav need to be my producer, like how it always was. But somebody, they pull him to the side, they Virgil them niggas. See, the thing is, Virgil going to LVMH, the black situation don't change. Kamala, vice president, the black situation don't change. Or the world situation, period. Obama president, the world situation don't change. Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Ye, Disney.
Huh?
Bring it back a little bit to where he was talking about the false idols.
Creating all that. So what do we do with that? Why do I go at the celebrities? Because they're in the way. They're making, as J. Cole said, false idols. Nigga, you're the false idol. You can't fuck with me no day. They're the false idols. They want to put people, camouflage the truth, the goal, the true God. And everybody know, all of them know what it is. All of them needs to work for me. Drake need to be my writer. Trav need to be my producer, like how it always was. But somebody, they pull him to the side, they Virgil them niggas. See, the thing is, Virgil going to LVMH, the black situation don't change. Kamala, vice president, the black situation don't change. Or the world situation, period. Obama president, the world situation don't change. Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Ye, Disney, Howard Hughes. Howard Hughes changed flight. You know what I'm saying? And if you watch The Aviator, him as a white man, him because he's a maverick, they fuck with him. They fuck with him. At the end of the day, y'all fucking with me, but I'm here to just tell y'all that y'all can't fuck with me. That's the whole idea. Like,
why say fuck Virgil after he passed? I think a lot of people feel like, he's not here to defend himself.
You had me pause in that particular part. Was there anything interesting that you heard? And we'll go ahead and stop there for today.
So I'm trying to figure out, in that scenario, is he claiming like they should all be working for him like he's God? Or is he just using that as, I guess a metaphor or whatever for how great that he thinks he is in the industry and whatnot?
No telling. The world may never know, and all we doing is parlaying and speaking on what we observe. Shout out to Ye, though. Fuck the industry. Man, make sure it got outside of the blurred realm. But yeah, man, you go ahead and let's get it going, man. I still got to do my TikTok live, and you still got to do your YouTube, so we're getting ready to conclude this 35 minutes of content. Kane, send us out of here. Then we're going to play a nice little woo-wop.
You already know what it is, man. Make sure to share with your friends, your families, and mommies, and aunties and grannies, and everybody else that y'all know. With that being said, we're going to be live on our platform shortly. Him on TikTok and me on YouTube. Yeah, and don't forget, I don't fuck with gay people, so get your asses up on out of here.
I go to the back of that bitch, my man, this the wildest I ever seen in my mother life. And this let me know right then and there, man, God, man, I want to go home. And it wasn't about no getting style. Say, man, this nigga was a Mexican. Had a nigga dick in our ass, nigga dick in her mouth, a dick in the right hand, a dick in the left hand, and had some nigga jacking off. I knew right then and there. I said, man, I gotta go home, man. I gotta go home, man. Man, I'm saying, man, I told my mom I went to visitation that week. I went to visitation. I told my mama, I say, mama,